Good morning, guys. All right, so this week, you guys, is going to be weird. Nothing's going to be like it normally is. I know I have a little routine sort of thing I had settled into. Well, not this week. It's a highly stressful so far week. So, my worry gauge is up and I can't focus. So, anyway, wait, let's pull these first. No. Let's say, hugs and blessings to Mary Kate, Rosie, Caitlin, and Corey. So, yeah. Let's pull these. These are yesterday's. We left them on here. This is the one that we didn't expect anything to work out because this is my homemade gel plate. But we wanted I wanted some of the mark makings. Oh, it actually pulled better than I thought it was going to pull, you guys. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh, it is hot because I'm stressed, so I'm baking this morning. And some of you know. Okay, so this was the landscape this way. So there's our mountains and our little house and some of our flowers and some of our background. So here's the funny thing about this. I need a fan. Just a minute. I desperately need a fan because baking, which I don't even eat. Carbs. So, but my husband does and my son does. So, funny thing about this is I thought I was making a index card, but I'm really making a postcard. So, that's cool. Still going to work. And of course, we're going to put in a little house over this house, but I'm trying so hard to be flat, you guys. It's still wet. It's damp. Look at that. Came off on my finger. That's cool, though. That's cool. I love that my little jelly plate worked. It never works. I guess it's just because it's homemade, it really needs you to leave things setting. So, okay, there's that one. Which I'm just placing on the desk on the other side of the room. And then, I don't remember what we did on this one. Do you guys? Oh yeah, we did that. So we'll see how much of that comes up. Ooh, that'll be great. Let's break the edges first. Go around, make sure everything's loose that's over the edge. And then we will see. Okay, you know what? It might be better if we pull the plate. Yeah, I went over the edges. I tried to clean it up. Might be better if we pull the plate off the print. Still feels a little wet, strangely enough. Whoops. Oh, I guess I'm not putting that back in the book, am I? This is out of the mixed media paper that you can put it back in. And I'm trying to use up the mixed media paper, as you know, because I just would rather use watercolor paper. The mixed media paper does not hold up to enough of the mixed media pieces that are techniques that we use, I find, but I'm very heavy-handed, so there's that. I'm trying to not rip any of the edges, you guys. Can you see me? I hope so. So my phone's doing a weird thing this week. Usually it will tell me that somebody's calling even when I'm doing a video, and then this week it is not doing that. So I have to try to pay attention because if my sister calls, I have to stop the video, in which case there'll be a part 2 that I'll load right afterwards, guys. But this week is not going to be, I have to be able to, oh, that piece right there, I don't think it took. Look at that. And it left it there. And that's still wet. Interesting. Maybe we should leave that piece for a second. And I'm going to stick it in front of the fan. But most of it came right off. Look at that. Look how beautiful that print is. Okay, so I'll try to remember at the end to pull that piece. But, we'll see how that works out because it's me. So, this last week I've had a lot of new subbies. Thank you guys. Hello and welcome. But I want to tell you guys a couple of things that part of the people already know. I suffer from several medical conditions, and one of them, the medication for it, I have nerve damage and cartilage, blah, blah, blah. I have a lot of damage. Anyhow, it doesn't matter. But one of the medications I take causes aphasia, so sometimes I will struggle to find my words, and that's just something we live with, and I'm very honest and open about it. But art helps depression, you guys, and it actually helps relieve pain because your brain is thinking about something else and it flips it over, and it's important. So I won't be giving it up anytime soon. Okay, so today I was going to work on mixed media paper, and we still might. But this is a piece of, this is an acrylic artist pad. I think, I want to say I may have got it from the Dollar Tree. I don't know because I have so many pads. But I think this one, because there's only 10 sheets, I feel like it probably came from the Dollar Tree. And I'm leaning towards this one simply because of the texture. So what we're going to attempt today, because I've never done it, is a tribute piece. I'm doing a tree, guys. I know nobody's going to be shocked by that. I don't know if I want my tree this way or this way. I feel like this way, but I think I do landscape alone. Oh, the whole bucket. She did her first take on my fairy tree. Right? Hang on, I'll show you. For those of you that are new, I'll show you the fairy tree. It's my recycled fairy. Hold on, I'm coming. I have to go around things. This is my recycled fairy tree. This was part of my piece for Defember Ember with Barbara at 49 Dragonflies and Louisa Hensel. So this piece here, don't look at that. That's rubbish. Oh no! Don't rip it. Okay, it's only this piece. I put this border on because I wanted to put it in a frame, but I don't like the way it looks. So we are going to, I'm going to take this back off and then probably wind up framing it without a plate. Because see, there's pieces that go over the edges, which I do all the time. And so I was trying to make it fit inside of a plate. So this is my fairy tree, and the whole bucket, I don't know if I'm allowed to say her name on here. I know her name, of course, but I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. She did her first take on mine. Does not look anything like mine, but it is so fabulous. I'm going to attempt to link it. You guys, I'm rubbish at links, but I'm trying to learn. I'm going to attempt to link hers in the description box. I love it so much. And if I forget, somebody tell me to put it down there, and I'll go back and I'll find a link to her channel somehow, or I'll ask her to give me one, whatever. I think I got it figured out, but I'm not great at it. So hers looks nothing like this. Not at all. It is one, I am so in love with her tree, you guys. Okay, but this one's mine. But I do trees. I like trees. I have a tree. I have a thing about trees. Monica had asked me to show some of my collages, so here we go. This is another tree I did. Tree with a door. This is actually a box that opens up, and I'm going to actually, I think, take it apart because I want to see both. But this is a box. This was a, look, I even made fake paper out of fabric. If you guys want to see how to do this, I'll show you. It's easy, though. You just, you know, soak it in, I don't know what I did. I think I soaked it in watered down Elmer's glue. Not soaked it, but, you know, and went along. Anyway. That's my, that's one of my other trees. And today we're doing another tree, but this tree is a tribute tree. So I never do my tree the same twice. And I feel like I usually use watered down glue as the base. But today we are going to attempt to do a tree out of, oh, because this is, that's, shoot, Patty. Okay, we're 8 minutes in, I haven't even started. This is this week's 40 Stack Challenge 4 by Amy at Crafty Cats. I should write that here. By Amy at Crafty Cats. Okay, so this week is travel and garden. Today we're only working on garden, and this is going to be a multi-part thing. We're also doing Little Bits of Lace by Corey Dahman. Okay? And this one is a tribute piece to Corey. So we're going to start with all fabrics, I hope, because I've never tried it. So we're going to do fabrics, pieces of fabric as our tree. I'll paint in eventually around the background and stuff probably. And then we're going to use buttons and wood pieces later on to decorate, probably. At least a couple buttons, because those are things Corey likes. So I'm going to try, we're going to start with this Mod Podge for fabric. I don't know, because I don't generally use this. It was a free thing, you know. If you've been here for a minute, you know. If you know, you know. Patty and her free stuff. But, you know, why pay for things you can just get free? So we're going to start, I have a bunch of these little boxes, right? So I want this burlap down here in my base. I don't know, guys. I'm winging it. My trees almost always curve this way. And that, I think, is just my nature, and I'm not really going to fight that. I'm going to let the tree do what the tree wants to do. So I'm just going to take some glue and kind of wing it out here. Okay, well, apparently my tree's going to go that way. And a bit up. And, of course, it needs more of a base here. And over. So we have a tree uptown from where I live, which I use that word loosely because, you know. Anyway, something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. And it actually curves on itself. It does a complete circle around, like up in here. I don't think I have enough room on here. This is small for me. I'm not going to lie. And we may have to put two pieces together. So I wanted this burlap because look what it will do for us. Like, let me just string it all together once it's there. And then I'll put a big piece that I haven't already pulled. Probably, maybe. My vision is to have it down here at the bottom. And first, maybe we should put some of these down. This is just fabric that I painted with glitter paint. Oh, we will probably put some real leaves in here like I did on the fairy tree because I think that's beautiful. And my friend was kind enough to send me some. I asked, and lots of people said they would. One did. I asked for people to send me leaves. By the time they got here, they were fairly crushed, most of them. And that is okay because, you know, we're crafters. We can deal with things. I don't know why I'm using little scissors, you guys. I have no idea. That's the stress in me, see, happening here. My mother's very ill and I'm very, very worried. And so my focus, which is my word for this year, is not the best, admittedly. I mean, it's never good, but I'm really not focused. Okay, we're going to do this one this way because I want this to be part of, like, you know, in the Midwest at least, I don't know everywhere, but in the Midwest, your trees tend to have these above ground rambling roots, and I really like them. I assume everybody's trees do, but you know, the trees here in Arizona are very different, so I know that that's not necessarily true. It's probably too late, but I would like to rip this other edge too. Well, it's down here actually. And these are leftover pieces from the inside of a journal that I did, but then I ripped it back apart, which I can do because the owner doesn't have it yet. And I just didn't like the bulkiness that didn't need to be in it, so I ripped it apart. I can show you guys the beginning of it. Well, it was complete. The whole journal's complete. But I made it so that it's one of those ones that, I don't remember the name, that you can pull the pages out and work on the pages and put them back in your journal. And just a minute, I'm going to show you my cover. Whoops. I know, see, this is what I mean by no focus. This is the journal cover. Isn't it beautiful? This is a piece from Tien, maybe, at Victoria Designs. This portion, this is my jelly printing in the background. But I wanted a strong woman on this one, and so I made it with, see, I got to put the new back in. I wanted it stronger on the sides and still flexible on this part. So I wonder why I covered those up. There you go. Oh, because I got to cut it off. I wanted it to work here. So then I'm going to put two new pieces here. And then this piece here, I'll just lift back up and it'll be floppy. Okay, that's not what we're doing, Patty. Put it aside. Put it aside, girl. Okay, sorry. Back to my garden. All right, I was going to put some flowers in here as my background to make my garden. Make the garden. Where did I put those flowers? Right here. Okay. Which are probably going to get covered, but I don't know whose these are. I have a bunch of digitals that fell on the floor, and now I have no clue who makes what. And so I've been really hesitant to use them, but it just doesn't make sense. I have these ones like printed out 4 or 5 times, these flowers. because I think I was planning to put them on Sam's collage on the edging. No, on his vest, because he's wearing a vest in the picture. So I don't know, because this is fabric, collage medium, but it seems like it should all work to me. There. So there's that. See my garden? See it? So I'm hoping to put or paint gardening pieces here too, but they're probably going to get covered. I'm not going to lie. But I still did the prompt. So, you know, I'm sure. I was thinking I could possibly make some of them the clouds, if I do clouds up here. Which I don't know, because I will do what it wants me to do. That's how I make trees, which is why my trees are never the same. So that's why this is not a tutorial, it's more a craft with me. This is how Patty, one of the ways Patty does a tree. You know? It's one of those things, guys. Okay. All right, I'm focused for a minute. Focus, focus. So you'll see that I want this to come this way, and it doesn't want to, so I will just get it. I think my brush isn't that clean. But this is how I would do this. You know, I'm going to put this over here so I don't have to keep reaching in front of you. Sorry. So the intention is to put hearts all over the leaves. Holy shoot, Patty. See? I'm glad I told you guys so you know what's happening right now. And these little, oh yeah, totally contaminated it in there. These little frilly bits, yep, they're just going to go out there like they're little tree pieces, stems, or whatever they want to be. And I have water with a sponge above me because when I get too funky to work, that's what I'll do. So I'd like this one to wander like this. Because I don't make my trees are not real in the least bit. They're kind of fantastical. Oh, what did Eddie call me? Whimsical. My work is whimsical. There you go. So, and I keep trying to do other styles, and I do, because I think we should continue to learn from them. Actually, now I want these down here. See what happened? Now I want this to come off from this piece, like that. And it's probably going to get covered, so it doesn't even matter, but there you go. So yeah, I have no real method. I just wing it. Wing it. Oh, get your hair off the page, Patty. Okay, so yeah, there was no real reason to draw it in with the glue first, but once the glue is on there and then you put another layer of glue on top, it actually sticks much, much better. And I will wind up with pieces that still stick up in the air. Like I like the ends of my branches to not be all the way down, like that. You know? I'm just trying to fill this piece in, but you know what? I'm going to leave that now. And we're going to come to this and see our lace piece. Here we go. Yeah, it really is a little bits of lace thing, guys. But I really want the burlap too. So, so I like bumpy trees. So let's see if we can. Nope, nope, don't like that. I can tell you right now, that is not going to be my jam. Hang on. I will have burlap in here, don't worry, because I want it. Because it reminds me of her work. Her work is way cleaner than mine. That would be Corey Diamond, is who I'm saying they, guys, or her. And nope, she doesn't know me, and she doesn't know that I'm making the tree, but I am thinking of her this week. So I wanted to do a tribute tree, which is why I'm using fabric and lace. And I'm doing her Little Bits of Lace challenge anyway, all year long. It's a year-long thing, I believe. Hope so, because it's going to be a year-long thing for me to dip in and out of, which is wonderful. Because I love using my fabrics, and it reminds me to use them more often. Yes, look at it getting scraggly. Yes, yes. See, that's why I wanted burlap, because it's not neat, you know? So obviously this tree trunk is going to be coming out. I really want these pieces out at the side because then they look like the bark. Well, I'm hoping they'll look like the bark because you know we're going to paint it, right? I mean, that's a given, I believe. Everybody already knows I'm going to paint the darn thing. I know that there's a way to do trees minimally painted. I just like it. I like it, guys. So, okay, let's put you guys down here somewhere. Just, oops, not you. There. Yeah, look at my fingers already. So here's another fun piece of brown. Obviously, I'm working in browns right now. Also, Corey does a lot of just neutral, which I do not excel at. And I was planning to work on neutrals this year. I told you guys I have that one digital over there to play with that's neutral from Tracy Fox. I don't excel at neutrals at all. So I'm just building fibers on fibers on fibers. And I love, see, the hangy bits, not going to fight them at all. I'm going to let them hang, and then that tells me where this tree wants to go. See, it's going to want to go that way. And then I want to put this lace here, and I want to kind of bunch it and bump it out because I want my tree to have a bump. Usually I put the bump on that side. So see there? I think I tend to put a bump on this side. There's no good reason for it. That's, you know, well, there's no good reason for anything I do, you guys. Let's face it. Okay, so then once it's bumped out, I want the rest to come back in. Yeah, like that. Yeah, you're going to go over there and be my bump. Thank you very much. Bumpity bump. Bumpity bump bump. Bump bump. Yeah, like that. I don't know where that came from. There it is, though. Okay, see? Because once you get the fibers wet enough, which I usually use paper fibers, but fiber is fiber, right? Well, that's not true. I always put some kind of threading in if I'm not using the hot glue gun. That one is made with hot glue, and I want to make another one that way. And I was going to on my postcard, for my postcard exchange this month, but the rules say flat. Oi! I am trying so hard for flat. I'm like, oh, I don't usually join in to exchanges because not everybody likes dimensional work, and even my stuff for my journals is dimensional. So I generally don't do it, but I did last month's exchange, and I'm for ATC, so I gave away my first ATCs last month. I also gave away my first ever ATC to Nicole at Relax Cut Glue last month. She opened it, I think, yesterday. She didn't know that it's part of a channel, so of course she didn't say any of that, which was not my goal. My goal was to give her a gift. It just took forever to get there. This is Sari Silk, guys. That was in my little bucket, so now it's going on my little tree because I need to build up some of the, what are those? Yeah, see? The more stressed I am, the more the aphasia kicks in. These are limbs, tree limbs. Yes, they are. It's very frustrating. I know it's frustrating for you guys. Guess what? It's frustrating for me too. And I live it 24/7. Like a lot of other people. And frankly, I have a lot of health issues, but they're still nothing compared to some people's. Like, they're nothing, you know? But that's exactly the thing. Everybody goes off, you can only see your own perspective, right? Like, you can't truly understand what somebody else is going through if you have not went through it. So, but I know that my lot in life is so much easier than so many because I'm very blessed. Yep, I am. And so, but mental health is a bitch. Oh, sorry guys, but it is. And so this is how I work out my depression problems. And I think a lot of others do too. And if you have depression problems, guys, one, hey, chit chat with me in the comments. I will talk to you all the time. It takes me a minute, but I answer everything. And I will as long as I can. Some days pain levels just don't allow for a whole bunch of talking, and so that happens, but that's okay. I just spun that with the fabric glue. So when I spin my fabrics or papers, frankly, when I do the papers, I tend to already have some glue on them. That way they stay in the spin. I don't use a lot, but I do eventually. Everything gets a lot of glue. But I spin them with glue so I'm not fighting them the whole darn time, because that will not make me happy, and everything about this brings happiness. So I don't want to be frustrated. And you're going to notice, do you see how I just kind of slather it on the page and then decide where things go? That's going to happen a lot, which is, I haven't done it on the acrylic paper, I don't think, because my brain's like a sieve, so I could have. But you can kind of see where we're going here, right? All right, so we're going to get, like these ones, this one I'll move up here, and I'll extend it. Well, okay, there's an extension piece that came off my finger that I wasn't expecting. I want to find some lacy bits. So see, I have this stuff here. This is some sheer fabric, and like, this we can mix into the background once I have my branches going, okay? So like this, I don't even feel was needed really, because this has leaves and stuff, which takes care of my need. And I might wind up ripping those off and then putting this on a whole nother sheet of paper. That stuff can happen. We shall see. I don't know why this piece is laying here, but now it's going to lay there forever. Looked like a good spot for a limb to me. Obviously it thought so too, or it wouldn't have been there. I'm sure it fell. I don't care. And it should have went the opposite way. Like, these leaves here should have been down here, obviously, but we are going to make it work. If we just put it like that right underneath those ones, then it becomes a shadow piece, and this is perfect. And I know, so your branches on a real tree would get thinner as they come down, and that's okay. We don't care. That's not even what we're after. But eventually I will put something on them to make them come down. So let's see. We need a lot of love in the center of our tree yet. But sometimes you got to stop so you can see what you're seeing. Okay, so I made that one go there. It's still there. And I just want to connect this one to it, so it can wander wherever it feels like wandering. Because so I'm thinking that see, these ones really should go this way too, in reality, because if these look like the wind are blowing them, right? But I like these here, and the wind can blow a tree many ways. I love to watch my neighbors, like, I don't know, they're a street over or something, because I live at the end of a cul-de-sac, but when it's windy here, there's, I don't know whose trees they are, but somebody has really top-heavy trees, and they almost look like a pine tree. They're not. This is Arizona. But it's what they look like, is the pine trees back home. And I love to watch them dance. There's two of them, and it's always fun to watch how, as much as they sway, they don't really hit each other. They're like, oh, it's like a dance. And I love watching it. So I spend quite a bit of time just watching trees, because I can see them over the top of everybody's houses. Like, I don't even know who they belong to. They could be in the neighbor's backyard, or they could be the street behind it. I feel like it's the street behind it, but I don't know that. Okay, here's another little lacy bit. This is, I don't know what kind of lace this is. Old and fun. That's what it is. Old and fun. So, I'm going to use this to, am I? Yep, just one piece. One piece of this here. I'm going to put it on backwards, right? So the side that normally would be up, I'm going to put down, because I want the ridges on the other side. So I'm going to help my bump out here, because I'm not 100% pleased with my bump. But if I put this piece down, now I have a distinct bump in my tree. Yep. I love that you can just flex it around how you want it, and I want everything to stay up. And I really am loving the hemp. I had no idea. I've never used hemp to our, what is this? I've never used burlap. Burlap, there you go, is the word I wanted, to do a tree before. So this is my first one. And I have to say, I am loving it far more than I thought I would. I'm just going to put some pieces in here at the bottom to kind of fill up my, well, okay, that one's going to be a line up there somewhere. I just wanted to fill this little space here in. And then up here, I want to do another piece of this lace up in here. Why? Because I can. You know. Except not over there, because this is where my tree would V out. Right? That's one of the V's. So I would like to keep that straight. What are you guys doing? I know, I'm just talking through this like I know what I'm doing, huh? Surprise! I don't. I mean, I do. I have a vision in my head. So, there's that. I might have to rinse my poor little brush. This isn't even my mixed media brush, but it's one of those brushes that has gotten very, very, very scruffy, which I love a good scruffy brush. Okay, so see, that one apparently is going to be outside of the borders, which works for me. Okay, where do we want to put this one? Do I want to put it in here? Somewhere over here? Let's see. Let us cut this piece off so we just have the little lacy piece. You know. Tatting, maybe? Is that lace tatting? Or is that tatting? It's off the lace piece. It counts. Counts as a little bit of lace. Because I would use this as a lace border on a junk journal. Junk journal, art journal, smash book. I don't know. They all seem the same to me, you guys. I write and I collage and I do whatever is needed in mine. Oftentimes, and somebody see me with one of my trees, I wrote all my frustrations and heartbreak down. I think it was a tree. And this is what I do. So, oh, even underneath my fairy tree, behind all of this, there are mean, ugly words that I was having a hard time and wanted to say to people that I would never say to people or try to never say to people. And so I painted them on, with watercolors, and then I swished it all before anybody could read it. Like, nobody else needs to read that. And so it's there, it's out of my system, and it's gone. And then I cover it up with something beautiful because, you know, that's what I just try to do in life. I don't always succeed, you guys. And my mouth is not, it's like a sailor. And everybody knows it. But they still try to reach for kindness, right? But, man, you can't keep stuff inside. It's not healthy. So your choices are bottle it up or get it out. And this is how I get it out. I know I sound like I'm a little bit on a soapbox, huh? Sorry. I'm just thinking today about sadness and stages of grief, and that's part of what's happening here. So trees make me calm and they make me happy, and they remind me that nothing is permanent. Usually I will go up the mountain. There's a place up there that I love, and if I can make it up there, a piece of it will wind up in here. It's called Inspiration Rock here in Arizona. Everybody that lives here knows. Hi, guys. Because it makes me feel close to God. And looking at the mountains reminds me how very small I am in a very, very vast universe. So it's kind of a calm down and get over yourself. This will pass. Get with it. It's very good for the mental health. But we haven't been up there in a while. If this stressy situation is still happening with my mama come the weekend, no, I won't. Never mind. I was going to say I'll go up there, but that's not even true because I don't have phone service all the time, and that can't be. Ooh, you guys want to put some jean fabric in here? I was picking up this piece of lace, and I was like, ooh, jeans. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Jean fabric. Let's try some of that. Ooh, well, not that small. Although it would make a great leaf, wouldn't it? I was like, that was not what I meant when I said jean fabric. I was thinking down here in the trunk, over here with my lacy bits. So now I'm wondering, oh, get your hair out, Patty. Good Lord. Anybody want some DNA? So now I'm thinking if I pick up this little lacy bit and I add this piece of fabric in first, do I want to put it up here? Hang on. Maybe we want to put it, oh, it fell apart. Well, it's so shaggy, maybe we want to put it up here to lead into that. Limb? Wow. Limb. The limb of this tree here. But I would like its little shagginess to stay. At least for now. It'll probably get covered with, so this one splits here a little bit. Okay. So I just ran my thing through here because I wanted to make that distinction. This piece here I'm not happy with. It can't stay there. So over here I feel like these, well, okay, there's a piece. Apparently it was already on my stuff. And I would like this piece to tuck underneath here, but yep, it can. See, because it's all very, very wet. Very tacky. Which is why this will be more than a one-part thing. I know lots of people don't come back from her second parts, I hear, but, you know, it is what it is. Because I can dry it, but you guys got to, one, live through that. And we probably will dry it, because I'm starting to lose my way a little bit on what's what here. So we'll see. We'll see. What is this? This is a piece of paper. Okay, I want this piece of lace in here. So, yeah, just sit there for a minute. I'm thinking, you know what I'm thinking? I should have put the real leaves in the background first. Hold on. Let's see if we have some leaf fodder we want to sprinkle. You know, I said I wasn't going to do that, though, didn't I? Okay, wait. I said I was using lace and beadwork. Never mind. Never mind. We'll use this. Because I definitely want it to look like... So my vision is that the tree is sitting in my garden, right? So that's why they're very big. I know. I don't care. Doesn't bother me a bit. So, because what I want is to show that beauty blooms, right? No matter what, we still get beauty in life. So it's going to keep blooming. I know. I know. Deep. Stop it, Patty, but I can't. Not this time. I know I'm always so like happy and upbeat, and I should have put this down before I put the tree limbs, just so you know. But how was I supposed to know where my tree limbs are going to land? You know? Let's see if I can pick any of them up. Because nothing's dry yet. Let's not pretend like it's dry. I do need a little bit of water on my brush, because man almighty. I'm not paying attention to time. Sorry, guys. I hope we're okay. We're not as okay as I would like to be, but okay, I'm going to put this big piece here, and I'm going to lead it from here. So we're going to do that. And then I can put my little tree limbs thingies back down. Stick, babies. I know. I'm sorry I disrupted you. Sorry. But, yeah, I should have put this down first. But, you know, that's not how I work, guys. Have you ever seen me do things in a logical, easy way? Nope. Always gotta make it hard. Every time. I know. That's what happens. All right, so this one is a little too straight for me. So, hold on. We're just going to stick it up like that. Doesn't have to quite... Okay, it can go over that one, though. Here. Go over that one and then come back down. Yep, because you would do that. All right. What is this little piece attached? Forgot. I had my nails done. I was trying to keep my hands nice for you guys. Yeah. So I went and had my nails done, and like I paid like $100, and it didn't stay on, and it destroyed my nails. So I'm gonna do some gel nails here when I have a clarity moment. Hopefully just to protect them. Like I went to Walmart and got those little half-gelled press-on stuff. I don't know why, because I already own the whole kit. You guys know, because I used it to make the faux resin stuff for when I was following the Rachel and Bella Crafts November Christmassy thing. Those are not very sharp. They may have seen the last of their little world here. Okay, well these ones are not doing that great either. Nobody likes, what is this fabric? I don't know, chiffon, sheer? I call it lace, but it really apparently is not lace. Okay. So now I'm gonna pick these ones up and stick this in here. And then I'm gonna stick a little bit over there somewhere. And it doesn't matter. The whole thing isn't gonna be done with this because we are going to, we'll color match later. Oh, I'm so sorry, little limb. I mean, you guys needed to be thicker, but geez. I was planning to thicken them up, but I wasn't planning to actually tear them off. So I guess we'll see where they wind up next, won't we? I mean, look at all the goodness going on in here, you guys. Just from me contaminating with my brush. Love it. You can see I put a lot of worry into this, can't you? Nope, not at all. Not one little bit, guys, because that would not be fun. And if it's not fun, then what is the purpose? You know, that's how I feel. That's not how everybody feels. That's how I feel. Often when I'm making journals, which we're going to get to, you know, I've cut out most of the stuff now. But often when I'm making journals, I have a thought in my head and then the journal has a different thought. So that's what happens. I tried to make a pink journal recently and it just wasn't having it, that baby. Everything I did came up just purple. Everything was purple. Well, it was a couple years ago. I say recently, but it was a couple years ago. It was definitely before I started YouTube, which has only been since November, I think. No, October maybe. I have to look. I mean, I've had my channel for a very long time, but I wasn't actually posting on it. You know how that goes. Okay, this one has to be adjusted because it's not attached to anything now. I know, glad I went backwards, huh? You're going to see a lot of that. Don't worry, it's only background. You may not even ever see it again. Okay. I'm just trying to get off the tree, even though I'll blend it in, so it doesn't really matter. But if you take a minute and do it now, Patty, you don't have to do it later. Right? Amy at Crafty Cats is probably going to be like, what kind of garden is this? It will be, though. It will be. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done a tree that I didn't have to do more than one part series. Because, you know, tree. They do what they want to do, but at some point you got to let it rest and dry and decide where it's going next. Because I generally just kind of follow along. See, that one turned that way, and I'm just going to let it go. Whoops, you guys can come back. It's okay. But I would like it to be thicker. So I'm going to try to put this one right with it. Like, lined up there, lined up there. I don't care once it's down here. Don't care at all. One can go that way and one can go this way. That's fine. Do your thing. Do your thing. That's okay. But I wanted this piece here thicker to look like it was coming from one. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Let me look through the camera so far. Yeah, these are definitely going to get knocked back. As a matter of fact, they're going to be there. They're just going to be background. Like I want them there, but I know. Did you see what I did? I know. Somebody's going to freak out. So my thought was, oh yeah, it's a white background, not a cream background, Patty. I'm not used to it being all white, guys. Oops, oopsies, that's okay. I didn't want to obliterate it. I just wanted to tone it backwards, right? Because we're going to put flowers over top. So in the background is, oh, I like the yellow though. I like the creamy yellow. Okay, that's going to happen. All right, we're just going to go with it. There's a little bit of this white over here. Oh, that's a hard chunky piece. Okay. And a little bit of that and kind of tone them down. Do. Okay, then we'll, I know, put it on, take it off. Put it on, take it off. It's a good way to go, guys. It's a good way to go. Okay, so down here, let's see. I know it looks crazy. It will all come together, you guys, or not. Like I'm not guaranteeing anything. Down here, so we're gonna start putting more strips in. More strips, because I would like. I know, this is a lot like my fairy one, isn't it? I really do like it to look like there's pieces of, I like to see the trunk of the tree, you know? And the pieces that grow with the trunk really does do some cool stuff. And no, I am not worried about how many times I'm dipping in there with different things, because, you know, it's a glue. We're only using it for glue. So this will fill up a bit more. I would like to use, let's use some more of our blue jeans, because they, you know, they can look like this. So, you know, we can put it in there and it's already, you know, frayed out and scumbly and what do you think? Like that? I want to keep the scumbly pieces, the frayed edges. You know? I mean, they're going to get colored over, but it doesn't matter. It's still the texture. It's all about the texture. I bet you guys think I forgot about the sky and stuff, didn't you? I didn't. I'm just debating if that's enough of that. I feel like it is for now. And if not, we will find a way to stick it in there. I want this smaller. Sorry. I know, look at me. Look at from that last time I splattered stuff. When I used that spray, I was like, I'm sure this doesn't work. And I was like, oh, it does. I have one that's like, it's the oldest spray I own. And it's the one that still sprays. It's from Tattered Angels, I think. Like way back. It still sprays and it's still good. I'm like, well, shoot. I was not expecting it to spray when I did it. It was great though. I was glad it sprayed. But everything, just everything got sprayed. I know it looks a little weird, you guys. I get it, but it won't. I mean, it might. Like, I don't want to reassure you guys with anything because, you know, it could look crazy in the end. All right, I want this piece of lace. More lace. There you go. More lace. See, I'm doing the little bits of lace. I really, for really am. It's there. It's just percolating in the back of my mind constantly. Constantly. I watched Mr. Rogers. Did I tell you guys I watched Mr. Rogers? No. It is Mr. Rogers, but it's A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood with Tom Hanks. it was so good. My kid, who was sitting at his computer desk, which is in my living room, actually was watching the show instead of playing computer games. And I know it's not even a new show, but I'm late to the game. What can I say? Late to the game. You know what? I think we want to V this out. So let's... Yeah, I know I'm going to have to clean all of my scissors, and that's okay. They're used to it. I did just order some more, though. These in bigger sizes, because I love these scissors. They're very comfortable in my hand, but I would like a bigger blade, you know? Because I'm lazy and I don't want to have to work that hard at anything. So I wanted this piece to be over here, and that piece to kind of scoot like that. That's what I'm trying to do. Got some lace out there, and then this one has the chunky piece that I did not bother to take off, and then that piece can lay over that. Where it was, there. This is great. I'm going to get some other laces out too, but I'm trying to use what's in the buckets. That was the whole purpose of the Little Bits of Lace challenge, was to use up some of your laces, and then you find that we just buy more laces. But I love it, so no complaint there. I think this one's going to go here. It's not where I was planning, but I'm just going to let it do its... Well, apparently it's going to go that way. So I'm trying to put the glue through it so that it catches on the back too, because I didn't roll this one. I should have. I guess I still could, huh? Because this bigger end... Oh, that's way down there. Hang on. Well, I guess I'll get my chunks out while I'm at it. Come here, little chunks. I want to say this came in the stuff from Lori Marie Jenkins when she was moving to Costa Rica. I bought a bunch of stuff from her, which is where a lot of my stamps and stencils come from. Not all, but most. I mean, I don't think I own anything that's actually brand new in my world. I'm not sure. I mean, I must have a couple of brand new. Oh, yeah, because I have some in here that I won from Louisa Hensel. Oh, yeah, for sure. There's some Timmy ones in there. Their background, they would have been a beautiful background to this. So, what do you guys think so far? We definitely need more... limbs going on out here. I don't know where that limb was supposed to go, but this is where it's going now. I mean, I don't know if it had a previous home, but this is its new home. I don't like them super rigid straight though. I'm sure you've noticed that by now, huh? I keep moving them so that they're not rigidly straight. So I want to keep a lot of this texture, but we will wind up painting. Like this trunk, this is going to blend so good, you guys. Let me see. I generally start with, let me see, if I can just put one little coat on to show you guys where it's going. I think I start with burnt umber. I think. Sometimes I start with black. But I have a couple new colors up here I want to try out too. Hang on. And I know most people probably go, you know, dark and then light and then dark and then, I mean dark, lighter, lighter, lighter. I don't necessarily do that. I'm all over the board. Yep. Because you can do what you want to do. Well, shoot. Come on, baby. So this is a Liquitex lid on a golden... It really does work, you guys. I think I just need to clean mine. On a golden bottle, because their little things are so hard. So this is what I would do. I will cover this entire bottom. Like, this will not look like jeans anymore. Right? And right now, I am not worried about preserving anything but the texture. Like, it's okay that you can't tell that that's lace anymore. We know it's lace. I know it's lace. That's all I care about. The texture, though, I don't want to get rid of all the texture. I kind of want this one to go this way. All right, so this is what will happen here. And because this is the brown color, not all of that's even going to get covered. And I do work up in color layers, right? But see how much deeper this one is? So I'll wind up putting some black in places, you know? I feel this urge to kind of hurry through this just for your guys' satisfaction, and I'm having to remind myself that I don't really have to do that. I can just take my time and make my vision come to life. And that's okay because, you know, I know that this is part of the 50 stack challenge, but Amy's not that way, y'all. She'd just be like, do you? So I just wanted to give a little bit of that so you could kind of see where it was going. Like, by no means, we're probably still going to add some more layers in here. And that's okay, because then they'll look different than this layer, you know? I'll just do this for now. I don't know what's going to become of that. Not there, though, because I want you to see. Well, you will, because I'll put, like, another layer. This is burnt sienna. See, and then I'll come back with some of this, kind of like that. So you guys can kind of see where it's going to go. And I'll make this thicker here. That's what we're going to do next. Because now that I showed you a little bit of it, and you can kind of see what's going to happen with the tree, it will not even be this dark. Not even close. Because I have all these new colors I really want to try out. But that one's bugging me. Might have to get changed back. I don't know why I use them all the time, so I don't know why that one's being difficult. But like I bought this new antique copper. I don't know, because I don't know what it's going to look like, you guys. Oh yeah, look at that. It's kind of like my I have a copper, this copper. So they're basically the same color. Different consistencies, but same color. Like, that'll happen up in here, you know, and then I bought a rose gold that I want to see if it's going to show up, which I don't know that it will. That's okay too. It's okay. I'm just checking the colors because we're just, oh yes, look at that. Once the other layers are dry, I'm putting this like just gently over the top. Look at that. Yum, yum. Then you start seeing pieces pop out. Because who wants one piece, one color? We're not going to do one color, y'all. That's not going to happen. And I can already tell I'm going to want some black. My burnt umber is usually dark enough. Because I rarely ever use black. Payne's gray and purple mixed together? Yes. Yep, do that. We do that. But, all right, let's find us another piece of lace. I want some more lace up here. So I'm swapping boxes. I think. Throw my colors over there because I'm not really coloring yet. I just wanted you guys to see where we're going. I was trying to decide if I wanted this piece of... So I think later we'll come back and cut these out for leaves and flowers. Somebody remind me of that, okay? That piece of lace. But I need to make my limbs need to be thicker still. So let's, I know, concentrate on the steps, Patty. Concentrate on the steps. So now I guess we're up to spinning things. I'm not dipping far enough in there. I guess next time I'll take some out, huh? Maybe. We all know. Does Patty learn things? No. Just keeps on going. Stubbornness abound. See, so that's going to look just better when you fill it out some. Well, go back and do it again if it's not pleasing you. I mean, it was pleasing me, but it's still, you can tell that this piece needed to be thicker. Oops, it needs to come down a little bit and attach to that piece. And then it can thin out some, you know, as it goes. So, yeah. And then I have this, oh, no, look in your buckets, Patty. Look in your buckets. Okay, this is my square buckets. I had these all organized at one point. Not so much anymore. So, see, here's some of the stuff we're going to use down here at the bottom. See the flowery bits and it looks gardeny to me. This is an antique piece of a pillowcase that we cut up already. Okay, so we're about out of time, you guys, but we're going to... Which is okay, because it needs to rest, but I just wanted to kind of show you where we're going. So we're going to, over these, we're going to wind up putting fabric, flowers, and build a little flower garden coming up with the tree. But I need my tree in first. So I think I'm happy with this side. All right, so we're gonna probably continue this tomorrow, probably. I'm thinking, depends on where my anxiety levels are. But this is easy. No, this is like non-stressful. That's what I want to say. So this is what we're gonna do, possibly all week. Not really. I gotta get my Marguerite Miller in here, because if I don't, that would stress me out, because I'm really enjoying that. And so, I know I'm still fussing. Sorry. And this one I did dry. Did you see that? Because I change techniques all the time, depending on what it's saying to me. But this already has paint on it, so it's already stiff. That piece is not happening. That needs to go bye-bye. Okay. So there, we're started. We're not anywhere close to done, but there we go. I think when this is dry, I think then we can go ahead and paint things. Yeah, we'll start the painting, because then after we paint, then we'll put on the leaves and the, I have buttons. I have some heart buttons I want to put in here as part of the leaves, and whatever we feel. That's what will happen next. But I am going to sit it in front of the fan and let it dry on its own, because that keeps more of my texture, I feel. So, all right. Thanks for hanging, you guys. Love you. Talk to you later. Bye.